First, welcome to Women's TV Liberia. My name is Jeremiah Saki Cooper. We are here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, where the induction ceremony of Cecelia Clarke, Spokesperson of the National Police, and Delphine who is the media head of media and the Liberia National Police, and we have come as verified highlighting the inclusion of women and also this is this is about to start, and as you can see, Ms. Cecelia Clarke and Delphine newly appointed police spokesperson and head of media of the Liberia National Police, and Madam Clarke replaces Mrs. Carter.
This is a very brief press conference that is only for one purpose. I think you see this morning I'm here. There's no introduction because there's nobody who has been officially authorized to do the introduction and coordinate your being here. In my last interview, I mentioned that our able Press and Public Affairs Director was being relieved of his post after a few years of service to bring in a newer dynamic. True to our word, continue to push for female empowerment. Today we are pleased to announce to you that the Liberia National Police, after rigorous exercise, have been able to carefully select a new Press and Public Affairs team lead. And we are pleased to announce to you that Madam Cecelia Clarke is our new Press and Public Affairs Director. She will be assisted by Delphine as her deputy, with the guidance of a lot of consultancy from outside and from within. Today, here to grace this occasion, we have two former Press and Public Affairs head, Mr. George Badu and Mr. Sam Collins. We all want all of the support that we can get to enhance our information dissemination, because there is a massive disinformation campaign that's ongoing, and it's just meant to detract all of the good workings of the police. So we have to continue to improve our own information dissemination. Madam Clarke holds a bachelor in mass communication from the University of Liberia. She also is a graduate of the Liberia National Police Training Academy first in her class in 2001. She did the basic police training course, and she did the executive protection, VIP protection course, which is now the same as that of EPS. She is a student of the Louis Arthur Graham School of Law, and she's been within the media for a while. Her last role was Director of Television Programming at the ELBC. She served as President for the Reporters Association of Liberia, among many other things. She is a media practitioner and a professional law enforcer as well. It is my pleasing honor to welcome Madam Clarke to the team, and I will give her a minute to say a word before I continue.
Thank you to everyone, my esteemed media colleagues, officers, my dynamic AG. I just want to take this time to say thanks to the Almighty God above all for what He has done. And I want to take this time to thank the Liberia National Police, the IG, and the School of Officers for the preferment and subsequent appointment of being as the DCP is, 122 of the Liberia National Police, the spokesperson. It is not an accident. It is not anything that, well, it is a grace of God. But I hope to be engaging with the media, as you know, my colleagues, that we have been engaging you from the Reporters Association aspect, and being now in the place as a law enforcement officer, the spokesperson of the Liberia National Police. I will do my best as it relates to media engagement. I will do my best to give the public trust as it relates to the police relations and the public relations. I will do my best being proactively involved in all activities for the sole image of the police. And this I promise as I will be taking my office. And I urge every one of you to support me in this endeavor, because Liberia is our country and the police is the friend to the public. Not to take much of your time, I just want to assure you that all will be well in Jesus' name.
Listen to Madam Clarke.
Thank you.
The newly
So that is
inducted
our choice
spokesperson
for Press and Public Affairs.
of the
And
police.
it is our hope that she will fulfill the expectation because she can relate to you all very well. And that we will continue to timely disseminate information to the general public. Before I take my leave, I just want to run over one or two issues. We are concerned with a lot of crimes around the city. We're putting measures in place to continue to curtail them. While it is true that we cannot control the individual behavior of each and every citizen, we have a duty to protect lives and property. We are making every effort to bring perpetrators to justice, and we are doing more towards the expediency of some of the cases that we have been looking into. All of the cases that have some level of suspicion that people continue to ask questions about, we've made recommendations for beyond just the coroner inquest to move on to level of autopsy. So as soon as we get confirmation for where autopsy is needed in some of these cases, we will inform the press before the process even begins. The issue of public safety remains a concern. The movement from the Western Cluster end with the trucks coming to Monrovia conveying the ore to the Freeport. They were issued tickets over the last 2 weeks. We've been starting to see again an increase in their speed. We will be reaching out to the management to have a very serious discussion with them, and if we cannot come to an immediate conclusion on how to increase the safety and the protection of the road, I mean, we'll have, from the police end, we'll have to put a halt to the movement until there can be a decision reached by government. But we are concerned, and we're not going to sit here and allow an accident to happen before we start to take action. As it relates to the issue of the motorcyclists and tricyclists, I know it is a big concern, and we all are concerned about it as well, because the livelihood component, yes, but most importantly, the public safety aspect of it. Behind each rider on a bike is a real person with family, with great responsibilities, who pay for a service to be conveyed in safety from one point to another. And we acknowledge the contributions that they make to the economy. However, there will be the measures put in place to ensure that safety of the people they're carrying and their very lives will be enforced come May 15th. To those who have stood up to come out to only guide them in the name of protest, we challenge you. Our doors are open for ideas. This is a society of laws. If you believe that the rights of other people are being infringed on, and the only recommendation that you think that you can give is to protest, then go ahead and try it. But we are saying the doors are open. If you have ideas that are better than what we are proposing, come to us. Let's speak about it. This lawlessness has to end. Protest cannot be the only way out. It cannot be the only way out. And to those who enjoy immunities by the people and tend to abuse those immunities by coming out and inciting people, when your action constitutes a breach of the peace, you understand that we are law enforcers, we will enforce the law. So if you have ideas, if you believe, anybody for that matter, my doors are open. If you have an idea that you believe is better than what we're proposing as it relates to the restrictions, from now to May 15, we have for 2 weeks. We're willing to sit down with you and dialogue. If your ideas are better, trust me, we'll incorporate it. But if you feel that you can threaten with protest, and that's the only way, because that's the only thing you understand, we are guaranteeing you that law and order will prevail here in this country. Law and order will prevail. There's absolutely no one that will threaten the state. We have duty to our citizens to protect them. And if we feel that there are measures that need to be put in place to safeguard the integrity of the state, those measures will be upheld. So this is a challenge to each and every one who has decided to lead a protest in the name of standing with the motorcycles. The doors are open. Bring your ideas. Bring your ideas to the table. And let's see if they're better than ours. We'll take them. If you offer an idea that is better than what we are proposing today, we will accept it. But if you feel that protest is the way, I'm saying it for the second time, because nobody will be intimidated here in any way, shape, or form. Absolutely not. We have a duty to protect the citizens of the Republic of Liberia, and we do it without fear, favor, malice, or ill will. The laws of this land will stand, regardless of whatever. It will stand. And to those who have just somehow found their voices to join the call to justice for murder, we want to say we hear you. We recognize your call, but we say thank you for now seeing the need to add your voice to the call for the likes of Gifty Lama, Pate Yiswa, the 3 missing boys, Princess Cooper, and all of the other people who died here that we still do not have closure for. Since you have now found your voice, we say welcome to the call, and we encourage you to continue that call for justice. At this point, I would like to stop here, but I would like to send the caveat out very, 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 very clearly. If you have your ideas, bring it, we accept it. We're looking at it, we listen to it like reasonable men. Like reasonable men. We will sit down, we will listen to you, we will incorporate your ideas, but we will not be intimidated by any form of protest. One thing, the Liberian National Police will be publishing her use of force continuum in 4 newspapers between now and Monday, so people can read it and have an understanding of what it entails, what the escalation of violence speaks to in that document. Please take your time and read it. Act accordingly and govern yourself. I will take 3 questions because this was all about our President of Public Affairs lead, but the question I think is important at this point.
We take Winston Langley.
Thank you. Raji, thank you so much for one of our video. She has exhibited her professionalism in the media, and also to having served lately in the Court of Capital Rule, the Court Association. But there have been speculation for clarity. Where exactly is Moses Carter serving in the area?
Well, Moses Carter has reported to personnel for reassignment. Moses is a civilian staff of the Liberian National Police. Moses has some unique talents that are yet and still useful here, and he will be, his services will be utilized.
Yes, so thank you so much. My name is Nadia Barret, I'm a for Skype. Listen to you emphasize the challenge to citizens who have the desire to exercise. Is it a threat to citizens to scare in the road, exercising their right?
And the RCA, the recent statement
Yes,
from the IGA said that by him saying there shouldn't be a protest, but rather a sharing of ideas and saying maybe it's a threat.
Let me be a little soft.
Protest.
Those who choose to exercise the rights to protest, it is your right to protest. The Liberian National Police will protect those guaranteed rights of yours. It is your right to protest. Please also recognize the fact that there are other people who may not be a part of your protest. As such, you should understand that they have rights. And when your protest infringe on the rights of those other people, you must come in to secure the rights of others. It's not a threat about it. It's just the reality of it. It's the emphasis on how important it is, because people feel that they can just threaten the state at any point in time. No, this society is a society of laws. Order has to be restored here at some point. Do you all want us to just live in continuous chaos? Is protest the only means? Are we now saying that protest is the only means that we have to call the state attention or to get things solved here? Let's get back to the table. Let's get back to the table. Let's recognize that this is a civilized society. It's a civilized society. And we must act as civilized people. We have our rights. If you want to protest, you should understand what those rights are. And you cannot infringe on the rights of other people just because you want to protest. Look, I have been very, 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 very compassionate when it comes to the issue of motorcycles. I do ride motorcycles. I do. Maybe you have not seen it, but I do. I ride motorcycle, I ride cadet. It's just that these guys, these people, are restricting me very hard, and I haven't had the time to walk on my horse. But I mean, I have personal relationship with people in there. I understand the livelihood issues around it. So this is not a decision that's meant to just take bread from people's table like it's being categorized. It's not meant to take bread from people's table. It's about keeping people safe. It's about keeping people safe. Do you know how many accidents we've had since the last time we were here with that motorcycle related? Can you even guess? We've had 18, resulting in 6 different deaths. It's almost a daily basis. The chief of traffic is right here to confirm the stats for you. 18 different motorcycle accidents resulting in death. So should we just sit supinely and neglect our responsibility and say people should just do whatever they want? Come on.
Last question. Edward Taman.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Edward Taman from the National Broadcaster. So on the no-go zone on May 15, there are other cyclists and track cyclists as well who don't like the proposal. What are you doing to getting them on board? That's one. The next one is, you talk of closure about those who have died before. How far have you gone in re-investigating those cases? If you want to re-investigate their deaths as well, and if they have started, how far have you gone? And a colleague of mine just reminded me also about private motorbikes. What's the plan for them as well?
Okay. So, as it relates to those who are opposed, you still have 2 weeks. I'm saying to you, listen, there's nothing cast in stone. If you have a better, and you have something that is better than what we're proposing, come forward. So for those who are opposed, whichever Nabudo or whatever you call the other union, please tell them to come in. I will listen to them. Let me hear what their proposal is. And whatever that proposal is, once it is better than ours, I will go ahead and allow that to be. Once it's better, and you know what, we'll keep it open. Once they come forward, you all can be a part. Be a part of the conversation. And this is what we didn't have yesterday, and that's what we're providing today. The idea that it's all about consensus building. We listen to people. What we're doing with this, it has productive values. So maybe 10-15% may not understand it, may not appreciate it. It doesn't mean that it doesn't benefit over 85% of people, including those who are opposed to it as well. So our goals are open. Let them come in with better ideas. Thank you.
Private motorcycle.
For private motorcycling, I mean, the thing about it, there's public safety regulation as to how one can access these areas. So the deputy director for operations and his public safety team is work on modalities that will accommodate private motorcycling and even I will leave that for
So listen to Inspector General Moses, Inspector General Graduate Kumar rather, and he spoke on the issue of traffic regulation safety, and we are here at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police, and you see Richard, the newly appointed spokesperson, and the head of media, and they are here. Thank you for watching us. We are grateful that you keep following us through this